You guys still hear me good? Can everyone hear me? All right, good. All right, so let's get started. So we're going to try to do some scalping this morning, and I'm just going to show what I try to do. Not every trade is going to be successful. I sat this morning just playing around a little bit. All of these trades were taken this morning, in and out, everything from a minute to 20, 30 minutes. So, and here's some from last night. So you see, you can take a hit here and there. So, but try to make more than you lose. So, to start, everyone needs to know that scalping is very risky. It's not a way to build. Okay, sorry. It's not a way to build up your portfolio for a long term. But once in a while you can go in. Fridays are usually a terrible day to scalp because it's the end of the week and it's a boring day. Tuesdays are pretty good. The first Friday of each month here in the US is obviously good because we report some big numbers, and so that might be a time to scalp. I was checking my calendar on my website here, and we don't have a whole lot of things going on today that would rock our world this morning. We have the net change in employment, Fed plus a speech, Bank of Canada, so not a whole lot of big events that's gonna make the chart rock back and forth. You'll find that on your trading tools on my website, my own Forex.euro economic calendar. Anyway, let's get started. So what I do, everyone that knows a little bit about me, I usually try to figure out what the trend is. So I'll take a quick look at D1. The trend is down. I look for reversals, which is what's happened here. And this could be actually a new trend. And just a quick explanation why I believe this could be a new trend is because it broke the previous high, which was here. The only thing that tells me that this might just be a reversal is that we didn't have a confirmation candle on this trend continuation. So this candle here is what broke through the previous high. So the next candle should have been a bull candle as well, a trend to change, and it didn't really do that. So this is probably nothing more than just a reversal, and we can check that by pulling the fib from here to here. So we see it's a 50% retracement. So Euro USD should continue falling, and it's probably in line with what's going on over in Europe. Things are not too stable over there financially. So anyway, we're in a downtrend. So now we know that we can start switching down here. You can scalp on 1 minute. That's what I did this morning. You can scalp on 15 minutes. The higher up you're on the time frame, the more movement you have, the more pips you make. If you would have scalped here, you would take in 106 pips. That's on 15 minutes. 5 minutes on breakouts, you scalp somewhere around 24 pips on 1 minute. You just got to remember, you just got to have a little guts here. So here's a pin bar, so we'll measure from that because I would have entered there and gotten out here. 13 pips. So when you scalp on 1 minute, I would recommend between 5 and 10 pips. So nothing more than that. So as you practice, make sure, and you see this is a demo account, so as you practice, you'll start learning how to read the candles and see where you should enter and exit. And I know traders that this is all they do. Every morning they trade for about an hour. and they're done for the rest of the day, but they make somewhere around $3,000–4,000. So it's a pretty good income. Okay, so let's get started. One key thing here is the spread, and this number here, that's less than a pip in spread. So that's the spread between buy and sell. So you want as low spread as possible when you're scalping, because whatever the spread is, you have to make that up before you make a profit. So if you try something like gold, it's 3.3 pips. If you try euro NOK, it's 20 pip spread. But that's okay, because euro NOK moves like crazy. 182 pips on 5 minutes. In 1 minute, you enter a trade, you do 70–80 pips minus your spread, which is 20, so 60 pips. It's not bad. You may only take one trade for the day and be done. So I've kind of looked here at Euro JPY, Euro USD, JBP, JPY, GBP USD, odd, USD, JPY, and gold. Those are the ones that I'm going to try to scalp this morning. So let's get started. The first thing I do is try to put some support and resistance line that I think creates my channel of trading where things are turning. It needs to look like it's touched it at least twice. This area is a turning point. You saw a candle break through up, but there wasn't a confirmation candle and continuation of that. If it would have been, we could have entered there and gone up. So this is a turning area. We see here big wick, so it's probably going to bounce on this and start going back down again, and it could go back down to here. That's obviously where we want it to be. We're checking 5 minutes right now, so we're going to get down to 1 minute. So we see this area here. It's a consolidation area. Volumes are built up and then they take off. So it either goes up 9 pips or it goes down probably about 24 pips. So this is an area where you can take trades. Okay, so we had a breakthrough and then we didn't have the confirmation candle, so we could go short here. Take a trade, go short. So in this area, it could just go down to the middle here and start building volume and go back up again and go down. But overall, we know that the trend is down, so we're okay with that trade. So we'll leave this one alone for now. Back to next volume. So next pair. Everyone still hears me? Type in the chat window if you still hear me. Okay, good. Any questions so far? Okay. Alright, so Euro USD. Let's do the same thing. Trend down. Let's start pulling some lines on 5 minutes where we think there are some breaks. This one here. Obviously the turning point was here. Up down to 1 minute. Let's see how it looks like here. We have pin bars here. That's an area where it's bouncing. So this is an area where entries can be taken. Entries can be taken up here, and obviously down here. So it just bounced off of here, so we're waiting to see what happens with this candle. There's only 20 seconds left, so we might as well wait. So we got 15 seconds to start setting up the next chart. Start pulling your lines, and start looking for letters. Like here looks like a W, right? If you got a line down, up. So this could take off up. That's kind of usual thing with the W. The reverse would be an M, where the leg would go up, and then down quite a lot. So this is probably going to shoot off up. So we're going to pull some lines here, see where it could take off to. Logically right around here. Okay, let's look at 1 minute. We see pin bar here, so right now I just want to hop in and take a quick trade. That's a pin bar right there. It's a small body. That's the reversal of this candle here. It's going to drop. So we'll take a quick trade here. Probably not going to get too far, but we'll take a few pips. Let's see what we can make here. 5 pips. It's okay. We're up, what, $5 right now. It's okay. Let's get back to Euro USD, see what's going on here. Stuck here. I don't like to take this trade. This kind of middle area, so I want to see it kind of do something at the bottom or at the top. So we'll leave that one alone for right now. See what this one does. Euro, JPY. We're up a couple of bucks. We'll leave it alone. It's a strong candle, so we'll leave that one alone. Let's see this one. We'll let that one sit for a little bit. Let's get over here. Down to 5 minutes. Pull our lines. There's the top. There's a turning point. Does this all make sense to everyone when you're looking at it? Do you see why I put these lines in here? You see that the pair does come and touch these lines several locations. So those are points where you can take a trade. And you can trade on 5 minutes here. This is fine. Just looks for wicks and things like taking. Wicks like this here is telling you that movements are getting exhausted. So things are about to change. They're going to build volume. So yeah, add the lines to the 5 minutes. I started 5 minutes, and then as you saw, this is the 5 minutes. Then I switched down to 1 minute. Okay, we have these two pairs, Euro, JPY, up $12. We'll cash out. JPP, 4, 3, 2. Let's take the money. Okay. Back here, 5 minutes. So we had two trades. Made by $32 or so in a couple minutes. That's okay. Alright, so JBP USD. As you see here, I started 5 minutes putting candles. This is a consolidation area, building volume, and then they move. Same here. When you see candles group like this, what you can do is take away these boxes. People that know me know that I use something called stair-step breakout. Stair-step breakout is based on you pulling a box, preferably where you have long wicks. Pull a box, something like that that looks like it's grouping itself. Wait for it to break out the box. This box is now 8 pips and 27 candles. You broke out here. You had a confirmation candle here. You could have gone in on this candle here and entered long, and you would have taken 8 pips. So that's one technique. Now when you trade on 1 minute, it's kind of hard. But you still do it. Okay, so we broke through the bottom line, and then we'll wait to see what happens with this candle, because this didn't confirm the break. It was just got through the support and getting back up. What do you use for the confirmation? Confirmation for trades when I do stair-step breakout is confirmation candles. If we go over to 5 minutes, it'll be easier to see. We'll take a box here. We have high wicks, we have tops and bottoms. So this is building a volume here. Then he broke out here with this candle, and I hope this makes sense. I'm going to zoom in. So this candle here broke out outside the box. This candle here confirmed it. It wasn't a big confirmation, but it was a confirmation. I would have entered on this candle here. So I would have entered here, right there actually, and I would have put my sell stop here, and then I would have just let it ride until I felt comfortable. So we would have been here, gone down to here. It's 30 pips in 5 minutes. And that's 29 candles, so 29 times 5 minutes. You made 30 pips. If your size was a lot, you would have made enough for this week. So, did that answer the question? I hope that answered the question. Yes, if it stayed out, Robert. So a candle that breaks outside of a box, like if we go down to 1 minute here, you saw this candle, red candle, broke down below support, but then to confirm that the break is actually there and that it's going to continue down, you needed another red candle, a bear candle, right? And if you get that, then you can enter. And you got a bull candle, so this was, some of us hate this term, a false breakout. It was just a stop hunt. They were trying to blow out a couple of stop losses here and then turn back up again. So when we got this candle, we could have gone long, and we still can. But this little candle here worries me a little bit, so I'm not going to take anything because this is a consolidation going on. So we'll put a box here and we'll leave that one and come back to that. I don't feel comfortable taking a trade here or building volume, so we'll leave that one alone. Get back and see if we can take another trade here. Okay, so bounced here. We can probably take a few pips here. Bounced up here. God, if I could just get this box. Okay, anyway. Let's see what happened here. 1 minute. We're outside the box, so let's go short on this. What are we here? Down below this. So let's go short on that one too. This one is still going up and down, so we'll leave that one alone. This one we haven't painted yet, so let's paint it. Lines. This is a trading channel. Where's the other tops? Let's see if that's a good top. It starts running away from you. I mean, it can go run away from you and you can be minus $100, but if you're okay, you kind of know where you're going to pull the plug. I don't usually set stop losses when I scalp because it can swing on you so much that at one point you just have to take your loss. I mean, you guys see me yesterday, I was sitting here. I had an SL on this one and it kicked in. Because I had to walk away. This one was one that was negative 190, then turned out I went to sleep. Last night I just put the TP and SL in there and I took the TP overnight. Traded this one on 1 minute, so anyway. Bouncing right here, so let's see, we got a minute. On 5 minutes we're gonna get down to 1 minute. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, we're down to 1 minute. So let's finesse this line a little bit. Turning point here, so let's see if we get a candle to go below this one. If it goes above, then we'll go long. If it goes below, then we'll go short. Let's see what's going on here. 5 minutes. There. I pull a line here because I see hesitation here, so I pull a line just to see if it matches up to anything. It doesn't really match up to anything, so it's probably me just coming in. 30 seconds left of the candle, so let's see what the next point is. Let me adjust this a little bit. So there. This is 5 minutes again, so remember you're going to get down to 1 minute. Where's the next stop? Looks like right around there. Let's get down to 1 minute. Okay, so we're sitting in what I would consider consolidation. I gotta remove something here. Consolidation. So we're gonna wait and see what happens here. We don't have a trade here. Waiting to see what happens here. We have a pin bar here, so I'm kind of tempted to go short, and also if I pull a line here. It's kind of sloping down, so we'll see, we'll wait. It's probably going to test this again before it goes in. What's the trend on this one? Okay. I'm going to be gutsy and I'm going to go short on this. We have 26 seconds left. I can take it at the top here. The one thing you have to look at, what's happened this morning. It's kind of been working its way up. And you have to take those things into consideration. So let's draw a channel. Let's see if I can identify a channel. Looks like we have a channel there. So it's at the top end of that channel. We got big wicks here, so let's go short. Alright, back to this one. Big wicks here. I'm not too comfortable taking a trade because it could go up before it goes down. Go at 11 pips. What's the trend? It's down. So let's see what happens with this one. We're still inside the box. This is the hardest part, is when you see things like this and you draw a box like this, it looks like a consolidation area. It's hard not to take a trade because you're so tempted to take a trade. But you got to learn how to sit on your hands. Good thing here, that one's taken off the wrong way, but it could be a false. It could be a stop hunt. So it's trying to find a stop. Everyone that put it in a stop loss. Let's see if that makes sense. Right there, this is a common turning point. So okay, it's coming back down in the box again, so we'll leave it alone. What's going on here? Still trading a lot here, so up and down, not worth taking a trade yet. This one is starting to work its way down. This one, we looking like we're going to get a railroad track here, so we'll leave that one alone. This one is sitting here waiting to do something, which is probably going to be down to here. 20 pips. We'll take 5 or 8 pips on this one and we're out. So while we wait for things to happen, any questions? We have a breakthrough here in the box. We didn't get a confirmation candle, so we'll wait to see if it's going to go back in the box again or if it's going to give us a new candle. 40 seconds. Let's take a look at gold. Gold, you can make a lot of money here, but you can lose a lot of money really fast. Let's see where we have a middle ground right here. There. We got a lot of wicks going on today, so a lot of stuff. It's hunting. It's going for a hunt for stop losses, and as you can see, this channel here, this is consolidation area. So this area here, it goes into this area, builds volume. The box should probably be a little bit better defined like this. Oops. Let's fix the box first. I'll put this one back up. Alright, so this is an area where it builds volume and then it takes off. Comes back into this box and builds volume again and then takes off. And however big you make this box, make it big enough for you to feel comfortable, because you see here we had a breakthrough. We had a confirmation candle. You could have taken a trade and you could have been burned, right? So you got to look at the pattern. Where is this consolidation happening? See, this box is now 18 pips. And on 5 minutes, that's a good box. But 18 to 20 pips, this is where you see movements up and down, small breakouts, coming back into the box. Here, we broke through the box, but we didn't have a confirmation candle, right? So you wouldn't have taken a trade, and you just left it alone. And what you do in cases like this, when you stays outside the box, you draw a new box. Because this is a consolidation, right? So now we want to see, okay, we didn't get the confirmation candle, so we draw a new box and see what happens inside this box. It came back into the box, broke out, confirmation candle. We would have taken that trade and we would have been writing it from here down to here, 23 pips. Depending on how you trade and what lot size you trade, you would have made a fair amount here, potentially. So this is kind of a breakout trading. So let's see how much we're hurting right now. Odd USD is speeding us up. I'm not going to be worried about it right now. I'm going to look at where it's going to go. Where is it going to possibly go today? Possibly all the way up to here. So that would be what? 22 pips. I'm fine with that. If it goes beyond that, I'll stop it. I'll take the loss. I'll take the beating. It's got to go a little bit above it. So I'm fine leaving it where it's at right now. I'm okay with that. And when I went to bed last night, it looked like this, and it was going this way, working its way up there, and basically what it's doing is just going after stop losses. And I just went to bed and said, forget it. I still believe in my trades, and I was right. Alright, here we go. We're broke outside the box, so let's take a trade. Okay. I think we've got enough trades right now to hold us over for a little while. So let's do some questions. I've been babbling on here, so ask questions. Whatever questions you may have. Right now I just want to wait and sit here and see what happens. So and all these trades could eventually close. And as I close them out, we're running this meeting to 9:45. So if my prices haven't come in where they need to be or where I want them to be, by then I'll post the results later on. But right now I'm just going to let these trades sit and turn positive. Alright, any questions so far? A fair amount of people in here, so thank you for joining. It's a Friday, so not a whole lot of action. If you want to have action, go to these exotic pairs. Euro NOK, USD NOK. There, this is candle. We're on 5 minute. We can go short on this just for a glance of it. Not with one. On these exotic pairs, if you just look at this and look for wicks. There's the wick here. Wicks are coming. When you see these big wicks on Euro NOK, USD NOK, exotic pairs, go the opposite way. You see, if we would have gone the opposite way here, we would have done 105 pips minus the 22.5 in spread. So 80 pips or so. So Same on USD NOK. Look for wicks. Go the opposite way. The bigger the wick, the bigger the move. So what do we have here? We have a wick here, right? So let's try this theory. We have a couple of wicks here, so let's throw in a trade. Remember, smaller sizes on these exotic because the spread is so big, and if they swing, you want to be able to handle the swings. So we have a trade here, positive on that one. Get the Euro NOK, got a whole thing going on right now, but let's see, the worst trade we have right now is 33 bucks on odd USD. So let's go and see what's happening there. That one that broke outside the channel. It's testing each resistance line here. I don't see a whole lot of wicks here yet, so I guess we're doing a stop hunt. And if we look here, it probably will go all the way up to, I think right here is where it's going to get starting to get exhausted again, and then break down. This is a downtrend, and I don't know if anyone knows about Elliott waves, but we have our first wave here, then we have our second wave here. This is on 1 hour. Third wave, which is not an extended wave, so we have a reversal going on right now. The fourth wave will go up, which is the one taking place now, and the fifth wave will be an extended wave on this pair. So you can also pull a fib from the top to that bottom. First, the second wave, Elliott wave, went back up to 23.6, which is normal. That means that this pair, odd USD, should have a substantial drop. Each wave, Elliott wave, is part of a bigger wave. So on D1, this is the first wave. The second wave is about done, and the third wave is about to start. And the third wave is always the most, usually 9 times out of 10 is the biggest wave. This is H4, H1. So this one, if we pull an Elliott on a fib on it from this point to the point. We're past 23, we might go up and hit 38.2 and then continue down. So all is well in the kingdom. Bounced off this resistance here, starting to come back down in the box, which is great. We'll leave that one alone. Euro USD, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so gotta figure out what's going on here. Test the resistance, starting to turn, starting to get exhausted here, so we'll leave that one. We could probably go all the way up here. That's a better resistance. Next one, JBP, JPY. Why? Okay, indecision candles. These two candles are indecision. Market can't figure out what it's going to do. It's happened before in this area. Those are indecision candles. Happen over here. We'll just wait. Stair step breakout. Let's apply that. We have a peak here. We have a bottom there. This looks like a big box, and it is. For 1 minute, it is a big box. But for a 5 minute, It's a fairly normal box. Now, if it breaks outside this box in any way or shape, top or bottom, with a confirmation candle, you should take that trade today. This is for 5 minutes. You probably make somewhere like 20 to 30 pips. Or what a bit. There's a breakout coming here, and it's pretty clear to me. So wherever it's going to break out, take that trade. I do apologize about that, but I got to take it. Chris, this is it. Okay, I'm here. Okay, sounds good. I think. Sorry about that, everyone. My cable guy technician is on his way, so soon my connection is going to disappear. But everyone's seeing here these trades that were minus $30 are now minus 16, 15. They are starting to come back to what we want them to be. So with scalping, just be careful when you do scalps. Trade very carefully. I think we're taking a trade in everything but gold, because gold is still inside of here. Just wait for it to break outside this box. When you see these consolidation areas, draw yourself a box and wait for a breakout. We have a little one here, and if we look at history, that breakout could be 25 pips. So we'll see what this candle does. This is on a 5 minute, right? So what's the trend saying? Potentially up. Problem is this candle here, while it's not a pin bar candle because it didn't close inside of the previous candle's body, it does show exhaustion of the bulls. These wicks mean that try to push them down and they close lower. That means the bear are starting to show signs of it taking it back. So I believe gold will continue falling. So we got 2 seconds left. This candle closed outside the box. We'll see what happens with it. This is the hardest part. Now everyone wants to jump in and run away with this trade, but if you do, you could end up being burned, because in 43 seconds this thing could look like it's taking off, and then 2 seconds before it closes, it drops right into the box. So be cautious. Be patient. It's really, really hard to be. Any questions? You guys still hear me? Okay. Is it clear like mud or clear like water? Great. Thanks, Rod. Thanks, Andre. Look at gold taking off. We could go long now, but my problem is that I don't believe that this is going to hold. So I'm going to wait for it to get exhausted. You can certainly hop on it if you want to, but I think it's going to max out. I think it's a stop hunt, to be honest with you. So you gotta check this area out too. A lot of things are happening here. So pretty strong move right now. Let's see how this candle closes. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. It's a strong move. Looks like a stop hunt. We'll see. 5 minutes. This trade could now go on 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, your box should be 20 pips high, nothing less. This trade could now go up to here, 88 pips on gold before it reverses. Let's see what it looks like. Now, leave it alone. 1 minute. Starting to change again, right? Alright, US NOK is taking off on us here. Let's go US NOK. Made $6 so far, not a whole heck of a lot. On how many pips? We are 41 pips in plus and counting. JBP, JPY's going the right way. Goody. And this is up to you guys. You know, take the trade. Cash is cash. So take the money when the money is due. But the way you find out if it's time to take money is to draw these lines, right? Identify the areas where things seems to be turning. This one broke through that. We're on 5 minute broke through, working on a confirmation candle. If this candle stays as a bear candle, then it should probably go down to there. And that'll be a good 132 pips. So we've got 3 minutes left on 5 minutes. Swing over to 1 minute, and we'll see if we have any more lines that we can draw here, see where it might take a breather. Went down here, so there's a breather there. So we're up $12, $14, $10, $5. Things are starting to look good. Let's see what's happening here. Odd USD is taking off. Right? What did we say? It's going to get up here. Remember that green line I said? That's the exhaustion point. That's where it looks like the bulls are going to start running out of steam. And it looks like they are right now. If this candle closes like it is right now, it's a pin bar. But we can see the wick here, so it's indication that the bulls are running out of steam and the trade is starting to come down. The right thing right now would be to take another short here. So, hey, margin. Woo. This one we're just gonna let go positive for a little bit and then cash it out. It's this trade here, this one there. We're $1.80 plus. It's a quick little trade. We're $5. Let's take the money. That's quick $5 in, I don't know, what, 15 seconds? It's not bad. Where's these other ones? Look at NOK, USD NOK. We were doing good on that, and now we're alright. USD JPY up almost $20. I'm gonna take it. I'm $17 plus on Euro JPY. I'm not even gonna look at it. I'm just gonna take the cash. Cash is cash. Another one here, $10. JP. Let's see if we can get some more cash. We're starting to run out of steam here. Let's see what's happening. We're starting to see wicks. Let's pull a line here. See if it matches up to some other spots. Yeah, we have potential strong support here. Let's see if it breaks through and holds. I doubt it will. Let's see, we got 8 seconds. So this candle's got to close below this support. We're at $20 almost here. Let's see. It's continuing. So let's see if we can take $30 on this baby. Where are we gonna go? Where are we going? Going here somewhere. There. Where's the next stop? Next stop. There. Another wick here. Let's just take the money. We're done with that trade. Euro NOK. Looking good. 20 spread, so we gotta have 20 pips in profit before we start making money on that baby. Same with USD NOK. Alright, and then we have odd USD. That one's still fighting. Look, we took the cash right on the support, which was just $5, but hey, $5 times 100. So we're doing good right now. Looking good. Not bad for a morning. Alright, so we have about 10 minutes, maybe another 5 before my technician comes here. So questions, ask them now, because as soon as the door knocks here, I'm going to hang up on you guys, with all due respect to all of you. I'm going to let these trades sit. I'm going to cash them out either when they go straight to hell or the other way. I firmly believe all these trades are going to close in the green. The one that's odd USD is the one that we got to get down. We're minus $32, but I still believe this baby's going to come down to here, this area here, and that's where I'm going to cash out. So I'm going to let the rest of them sit there. So question, when will this be online? A recorded version, only got half of this due to okay work. Soren, I will as soon as we're done, I'm just gonna reshape the recording and upload it right away. So I'm gonna be without internet for about an hour, I think, so it'll be today. Yeah, you're welcome, sir. Rod, thank you. This is gold. Great. Yeah, we didn't take a trade on gold. Let's talking about gold. Let's see, find out what's happened. See what happened? It went up there, so it's a good thing we didn't take the trade, right? Now we're seeing a lot of wicks here. Still not a good trade. Let's hop on 5 minutes and see how it looks. Okay, so 5 minutes are telling me this. Whoops. Meant to have a trend line. All right. The trend is a lower high, lower high. Indications are down, so let's just set a trade for fun, small one, because it is gold. Trade taken. We're gonna make money on gold as well. I don't have any, Jay. I don't have any indicators at all. I don't use indicators. I used to use indicators, but I don't anymore. I just all the things that you see on the screen are trend lines that I've been drawing for you guys here, and you can see it because I can take them all away. They're only trend lines, pretty much. So I draw a trend line like this. I start on 5 minutes when I'm scalping. I'm pulling lines. This is support resistance. Support resistance. This now becomes a trading channel, also considered to be a consolidation area. So we have breakout from this area. This is gold. See the breakout outside the box? You guys get ready to take a short position in gold. My gold position right now, I'm up a buck, not a whole lot, but I'm only playing with 0.10. So we have to wait for the big wicks and take the reversal. Pretty much, Andre. Especially on the exotic pairs. Look at the big wicks and go the other way. Now here's the concerning part on Euro NOK. We're starting to see a wick here, right? So that means exhaustion, and if we pull a support resistant line, that's kind of consistent with that. It could turn here. Switch up to 5 minutes and see. Yep, it's hit this point a couple of times. But also look at what's now. If we trade on 5 minutes, you have a very, very big wick here, and the trend is showing this. So I'm going to sit on this trade because I do believe this trade is going to end up here and then back down here. But it's going to go up and down here, right? It's the bottom. Then it'll go up to here, down, and continue down. So no indicators. Jay, did you hear me? I don't have any indicators. Whoops. Whoa. For some reason I can't type. Jay, I don't know if you can hear me, but I don't have any indicators. I don't use indicators. I trade on naked charting. This is naked charting. This is as naked as it gets. No indicators. Indicators are lagging. They'll tell you the truth when it's too late. Indicators are great on daily charts. Daily charts, weekly, monthly, you can use an indicator because you're looking to make 5, 6, 700 pips. Here I'm looking to make 5, 10 pips. Or on this exotic pairs I'm making 40, 50 pips. But let's see, gold. Hey, gold, getting exhausted. That's kind of in a line. Alright, but I'm still going to sit on gold for a little while. Odd USD is still playing with my mind. I'm going to exit out when odd USD hits this level. That's when I'm getting out. That would also be, let's do an hour here. Whoops, wrong. This one. I do a fib. If it gets up to this line, it probably will get up to 61.8 on odd USD before it turns. And all depending, I might put in a couple of sales up at 61.8 if I see changes and go for maybe 150, 200 pips. From the 61.8 down to here, 89 pips. So I'll see. Depends on what I have in my basket. So signs here on odd USD is lower highs. So it looked like the reversal, and it looks like the reversal is about to start. So it should come down here. Gold, we got $6 on gold. Euro NOK, we got $4. USD NOK is about to go past. The reason why I'm not positive here is because it's 21 pips and I'm just sitting right at 21 pips. So anyway, I hope you all got something out of this. Recording will be available shortly. I'm going to close these trades out when they're profitable. I hear the cable guy being outside, so I gotta run, but it's been fun. We made money. And thank you for attending the show. And if you guys really liked it, go on Facebook and write you great reviews of this. So on Facebook, because I'll do more webinars next week, and I'll show some other trading techniques with Fibonacci's and stuff like that. So the more the merrier. But thank you, everyone. We've got people from all over the world, so it's great to see. So it's awesome. Alright, I'm going to close the screen, but like I said, I will, once all these trades are closed out, I will post them on our Facebook group page to show everyone the result, what we ended up with. But it looks like we're going to end up with a good trading day today. And there's my technician, so take care, everyone. Talk to you later.